quarter, it was a very different ball game. But was there stuff in the first quarter that maybe caught you guys off guard at all, or what do you think contributed to the 28 points?
Just got off to a slow start. We didn't. The only thing that we did in the last three quarters was play what we should have played in the first quarter better. So, like, for us, man, it's just getting off to a slow start. Same coverages, same adjustments, nothing really new. Like, for our guys, man, it's just the idea of, man, of coming out and playing better early.
Might be the million-dollar question, but why did you guys get off to a slow start?
Can't tell you. Good weeks of practice. Like, for us, I'm not going to sit here and make stuff up. There's nothing to make up. We went to practice just like we did the week before. Guys practiced hard. They had a great week of practice. Man, we graded 3 things this week: effort, technique, and finish. Okay? And, in that first half, not good in the finish department. I thought for us, we cut a couple things loose. We didn't tackle well. And, like those things, we seem to play better at home than we do away. I'm not going to chalk it up to youth, man, but you've played way too many games right now to talk about youth. We just got to play what we play better, earlier. That's it. Because if you're not making adjustments, if you're not changing what you do, if you're just doing what you do better, then let's do it better from the start.
Eric, that's about as sharp as Gabriel has come out in a while. Is it part of the bad luck that you just caught him in a rhythm, heck of a rhythm that first hour?
You know what? It's one of those deals. Hey, man, he made some plays. I thought he made some throws, but I thought too, man, that we did a poor job of like being able to leverage the ball. Okay, and like when you do that, a quarterback, can stand up and hit his targets, and he hit his targets. So, again, it's not the quarter that you want, but we couldn't get the quarterback. All we could do was go on from where we were, and I thought once we, settled down and guys played, then we gave ourselves a chance.
This might be just a dumb reporter question, but when you say leverage the ball, what exactly are you
I'm just
saying?
talking about, man, they ran. It goes back to the Texas game. Their game plan was no different than Texas. Okay, man, but you saw pick wheels like all day long, like in the Texas game. Okay, man, we saw those things early. We talked to them after the first series. We made the adjustments, and we just didn't leverage the wheel. It still circled us. So, like, guys lined up, guys were in position, but then it kept getting outside. And, they just had to see it in order to recognize it. But you just can't see it 3 or 4 times, okay, and let that turn into 21 points before, you can actually understand what's happening. Like, for us, again, our guys, I talked to our guys afterwards. Not the start that you wanted, but I'm proud of the way that you guys battle back, because it could have been a totally different story, and you didn't let it go that way. And that's what it comes down to. So you got to take the good with the bad, and all I can take is the last 3 quarters, and go back to the drawing board and let's talk about being better.
Is it hard to believe, Derek, that you're going to go home having lost this game, stopping them the last 12 times they had the ball, and they had 135 yards the last 3 quarters? It's hard to. That seems impossible to lose a game like that.
It's been a different ride, like this year. It's been that way. I remember a couple of weeks ago, man, you told me, something similar when we talked about Texas. Like and what that game looked like in terms of stops. Look, I don't pretend to know how the story's gonna go. Man, we just keep writing the chapters, and each chapter looks a little different. All I know is that we got 1 contest left in the regular season, man, and that. Is at home versus West Virginia, and we better make sure, we clean up like what we put on tape today, because it means something. This is Bedlam, and we wanted a better game and didn't get it.
Are you surprised how much they threw the ball early?
No, I think you Levy, we've gone against each other, like a number of times. I think like for him, he saw some things there that he wanted to attack. He gave his quarterback, some options, and then, they sort of tried to rein it in a little bit, like on him, because they didn't want him to turn the ball over. Because I think if he would have thrown it a couple more times, I think we would have got him, like, to be honest. So I think they played good football today. You got to give them all the credit. For us, man, it just didn't start well. So, man, again, we'll get back to it.
Coach, going back to the missed tackles, I know you guys have made that kind of a big focus this season.
Yeah.
I know you guys have made that a big focus this season. Why do you feel like missed tackles are still kind of a problem for you guys?
Look, You know what? You just continue to scratch where it itches. I mean, like, tackling is a fundamental. Okay, I mean, it's a pure fundamental of football. And so, like, just because you tackle good one week does not a season make. You know, what you really have to do, man, is be about that thing every week, okay, every practice. You know, every rep matters. And for us, man, it just seems to be something that we're chasing. So we'll continue to scratch where it itches, and, you know, what we have to do is be better on a Sunday and a Tuesday, okay, to get to next Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is your first taste of Bedlam. You've been
Yeah.
in a number of other rivalries. What did you think of this?
It's pretty cool. You know, I mean, like, to be honest, I mean, like rivalry games are like great games to be in. Why? You know, fanfare. You know, you get a chance to hear, you know, like what the team across the way thinks of you. They'll tell you right away. I mean, I got, you know, 6-year-old kids telling me you suck. You know, yeah, hey, they don't know me, so, you know, I don't take it personal. I just think, man, that's part of the rivalry, and, you know, like, this rivalry is going on as long as any. So, I mean, it was a good rivalry.
You told your guys